Leader, L-E-A-D-E-R, a person who influences or directs a country, group, club, or large organization. That is the textbook definition of the word leader. And to be frank, who really likes textbooks? There was a person who at one time went by his own rules, and by doing so, opened numerous doors for millions of people. This person is not significant politically, nor is his name recognized by modern-day students. He is not in the history books that we study from, but most teenagers today listen to his accomplishments every day. Who could this person possibly be? I'll give you a hint. He's no longer alive, and his nickname was Sachmo. Any guesses? The name is Louis Armstrong, a great American leader. On August 4th, 1901, Louis Daniel Armstrong was born. His family was very poor, and the surprising fact was that he did not attend school past the 5th grade. One of the greatest advantages to living in New Orleans, Louisiana, is the energy, enthusiasm, and large parties and festivals. One time, at a festival, to add to the atmosphere, Louis took his father's gun and shot it into the air. For his actions, he was sent to an African-American home for waifs, or homeless children. The home had a brass band, and they gave Louis a cornet to play. While at the home, Louis attracted the attention of famous jazz artist Joe King Oliver himself, who later took Louis under his wing and taught him everything he knew. Oliver later left for Chicago, and Louis was unable to join him, but here's where it gets interesting. In 1923, Louis rejoined Oliver in Chicago and was very happy with his job, when his second wife, Lil Hardin Armstrong, urged him to leave and start his own band. Louis didn't want to. He was quite loyal to Oliver. But in 1925, he left for New York City to play with the best African-American band of the time period, the Fletcher Henderson Orchestra, and finally made his own band and made many hits, such as West End Blues and Potato Head Blues. The rest is history. Hit after hit, Louis moved with the flow. Some of the most famous songs that Louis ever recorded were a song titled Hello Dolly, and another song, popular even today, titled What a Wonderful World. Along with all of the songs that Louis recorded, he also starred in several movies. Louis acquired his epithet Sachmo for his embouchure, or the way his lips formed when he played the trumpet. Sachmo is an abbreviation for satchel mouth, meaning how large his cheeks were. I can see by the looks on your faces, you're still wondering why Louis Armstrong was such a great American leader. I mean, he was just a talented musician, but that's where you're wrong. It's not the fact that he was a talented musician, although he was. It's how he became that way. Louis came from absolutely nothing, with virtually no one to believe in him. Chances were he'd just end up another street thug or criminal. But luck smiled on him, and he landed in that waif's home. Even then, he was still just a humble kid learning to play the cornet. But it was his determination that set him apart. Louis has become, whether intentionally or not, a role model for musicians and minorities alike. He overcame the racial bias of his time, and his indomitable spirit sets a fine example for all people. He is living proof that just because you came from nothing doesn't mean you have to be a nobody. Since his death on July 6, 1971, Louis has been both mourned and celebrated. He is credited with pioneering the jazz style known as swing, and his techniques can be recognized in modern-day R&B music. Louis took the hopeless and led them to new heights, never thinking of himself, but always of the people around him. Louis Armstrong once said, "I never tried to prove nothing, just wanted to give a good show. My life has always been my music, it always comes first, but the music ain't worth nothing if you can't lay it on the public. The main thing is to live for that audience, because what you're there for is to please the people." Well, in my eyes, Louis has certainly done this, and even after his death, continues to please the people over and over again.